Today's adventure, I'm commissioning just a standard hot water boiler here. And most of us have been running into this hydrostat controller for about the last year and a half, 2 years, if not a little longer. Before this hydrostat controller, there was this giant Honeywell controller going on most boilers that pretty much replaced the spark, the aquastat, pretty much all the controls on the boiler. Problem with that was that controller went. There's the whole boiler. And then the fix was they would give you these individual pieces to install on the boiler. So my biggest complaint on this, because this is right now a brand new system, I'm going to be turning the gas on, I'm going to be testing it all out. So right now there's only one zone in the house calling. And my pump won't come on. So let's go into here. I like that it holds the pump off till the boiler gets to 125 degrees. But right now, I don't know if I have air in my system or if it's ready to go. So the way to turn the pump on, where it starts without that hold off, is you take your low temp setting and you got to go to Pro. In Pro, then you go to your high temp setting and you have to switch it to 5. Then you have a test button on top. You're going to push this and it says on, off. Boom. I turned it off. Oh, I forgot. And then in order for it to activate, I have to reset that to off. And this 180. Doesn't matter the exact temp right now. So now let's reactivate our call for heat. Oh, where's that terminal? I guess I gotta look. I'll be able to eyeball it. Okay. That's the program mode. Should be able to start. There goes the low water cutoff. Oh. Just verify. I'm pretty sure I'm doing it right. Haven't done this since last year. I just want to make sure that I don't have air in the system. I don't want to wait for the boiler to get hot. I hit jackpot on the first group of books. No. Oh, there it is. Of course, it's always the last one. It's like the key. It's the last key you grab. High limit, the economy mode. One part of our job is we do lots of reading. Pre-purge, okay, the hold off. Circulator hold is off. Low temp, I don't have, whatever. If I have to turn it on, I turn it on. Let's see. Doesn't sound like my pump's on. Maybe I did it wrong. Off. I do have a zone on, right? No. Okay. Okay, so now the zone should be opening. Yep. Pump is on. Gas is still off. I don't want to heat the boiler just yet. But so far the first zone sounds good. I hear a little air. Doesn't sound like it's much to be concerned with yet. Here comes the gurgle. Okay, what about the master bedroom? Got a little bit of air, so I might have to purge. Back room. Hearing air come out. You're not gonna see it, but doesn't sound that bad. What I'm hearing, I believe, could work its way out of the system. Okay, we're locked out. Okay, I'm not too worried about the sounds that I'm hearing of air. It sounds so minute. Okay, so since now we're not purging, all my zones are open. I'm not hearing water movement, just a little bit. You gotta realize the system's been off forever. For now, I'm not too worried about the radiant. It's one of the more higher tech radiant loops I've run into lately. Yeah, you're right. Let's come back here. Let's start commissioning. So right now we got to go to Pro 5. Not off. We're gonna go on. So now we're reset. Off. 190. There the factory setting is. Now there's another switch here. For economy, you're going to set to the number of zones. I'm going to set to 5. Let's see, what do they recommend for economy? This one has a lot of zones on it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zones. So for 7 zones on economy, provides the highest level of fuel saving. I go with 5. That should be fine. Okay, done in this control. Let's test gas pressures. Always want to make sure your gas pressure is good when you're setting up a boiler. Installers don't worry about this part. This is not their problem. So gas is off. This is incoming. On this side, I'm pretty sure we have to be over 5 for this boiler. And that's with it running. Let's take the coil away. Heat. We have 6. Living on the edge. See when we start the boiler where it goes. Okay. Sure. There, the pilot finally light. Okay, make sure all your tubes are correct. Nothing's rolled around on transport. Sometimes these end up upside down. They used to have a problem on these boilers where the limit would get too hot. They had against that metal plate. Of course, now they moved it, the rollback further back. Running, yeah, we're just about 5. Now, you want to make sure you have enough gas pressure. Okay, so we're right there at 5. It's very close. It gets scary because now on the 4-degree days, everybody's heat's cranking. Will the gas load on the street keep up? And what happens when the generators are running? Yeah, that's right. There's a generator on this house. We're living on the edge here, though. Okay. We're at 105 for now. Kill that. That's condensation inside from me stopping. Okay. Now, I made this. You don't need sealant on it because remember, it's not permanent. If a little gas leaks, who cares? It's for what, a couple seconds, a couple minutes. It's not going to be enough to do anything. Okay, here we go. Back on. Now we need 3.5. And we are right there. Good. Gas pressures on this are perfect. Okay, now our pump is going to kick on any second. I think it's on. That's why we're dropping down. Yeah, we kicked our pump on, and at 115, it's going to stop. Shut the pump off. Can we put the books away? It's always good to keep all the paperwork on site. Homeowners like to hide it from us. But keeping something like this with everything in it, and any tech that comes here in the future, if they don't know the control, can get into it and make adjustments. Okay, what does the flames look like? Right now we're at 103. Nice blue flames in there. Little orange, that's condensation. Little dink, but that looks pretty good. No heat coming out, good. You always want to make sure you don't feel too much heat coming out. Now it becomes tricky on these warmer days. Because when you start having those cold nights and warm days, you get a downdraft in your chimney sometimes. And that creates a headache for us. 109. Okay. $110. Okay, we're gonna do an amp draw on the pump. Now, I'm online right now. I'm looking to buy myself the Fluke 87V or the 117. Right now I'm trying to find the perfect meter for generators, for industrial, commercial usage, for three-phase and everything, for all these variable frequency drivers and everything. So I get into a lot of fancy stuff. Even the 87 does a lot of stuff that the 88, which is just an automotive tool, can do. But as I'm looking online, I mean, I had this sitting around in my basement. I got it as a gift from somewhere. I forget, the 324 Fluke. People are saying that this, now we heard the click, pumps on, which means the temperature might start coming down. Might do this 1 or 2 times until it gets all that cold water hot. But people are saying that this can replace the 902. Why spend the money on the 902 when you can get everything in the 324? And I'm going to tell you, you can't, but I'm going to see. I'm going to work with this. I mean, I have capacitance, I have resistance, I have voltage, AC, DC, I have temperatures. It comes with the temperature clamp that nobody ever used, that I never used. I don't know where the paperwork is or anything. I mean, I'm going to find out if I can replace it, but I can't do flame sense, so I don't see how this could. Yeah, I can't switch to DC, amps, ohms. Let's see. There's no changing ohm scales. Voltage. I can hold, but yeah. It does light up. But this will not replace the 902 if you're in the market for a meter. It looks like a nice little meter. It's been sitting, like I said, I use it in my basement for shop stuff. Okay, so our pump's off again. We got to heat up this water, get it hot. Now, this is where the hook breaking off on me is going to be an issue. But I like to use this also in heat. I used to use my clamp on, my Fluke clamp on, but it broke. I haven't gotten around to replacing it yet. What should I stick this to? That's safe. I don't want to damage relays. Right here's fine. Okay. These are all my returns. Just make sure I got water movement. I do 2 zones at a time here. Now when you have a lot of radiance, this comes in real handy when you're making adjustments on real mixers. Okay, so let's go to T1, T2. So T1 is heating up. T2, the den is not heating up yet. We're on. But you can see we got better flow here and water movement than we do in the den. Okay, I know this one's good. Let me check. Let's see. So now I put this to the basement zone, and it's dropping. Now, what's our boiler temp? 131, so our pump is going. Put this on the side. Okay, library zone is heating. The den sucks for heating. I know I got heat going there. Let me check this back room. I moved it over to here. That's heating, so the den's not heating. We're opened, but we don't have water moving. Let's check this. Second floor bedroom. Wondering if the den is airlocked. Let's see what happens. My coffee. If this starts jacking up fast, just took a while to heat up. Maybe it had cast irons. Something in the room. There we go. Okay. So I know this one's heating. And last but not least, the last zone. And that one's heating. Not too bad I don't have much pipe exposed up there to clamp further up, because we could just have heat rising. But let's see. If it's just heat rising. Now it looks more like water movement. And you had to heat up the cast iron. I wish they put a, oh, they do have a light on it. Had it for years. I've never used that feature because I'm always outside. And even at night. I might have used it, I don't remember. Okay. So all my zones are heating. 102. I think I'm going to buy another Testo 550. And the clamp broke off this thing. I don't know how long I've had it now. Got my money's worth out of it. This thing's awesome. I'm probably also going to buy the smart probes. I'm surprised I went amp probe for my psychrometer instead of just getting a Testo. But this one's cooling off a little. Pump? No, it's off. Okay. I was getting a little heat trickling through because I had this opened. They must have problems with air. But this is here.
How's everything going?
Oh, good. Good. Everything is heating up. It's working good.
All right, well, that's good news.
Yeah, now I gotta make sure that I have all the radiance heat set. That they're not sending too much heat, because this is the only spot of your house that's radiant is the foyer, right? The foyer floor?
Kitchen.
This is the kitchen too?
Yeah.
Okay.
The kitchen foyer.
Okay.
In the bedroom, it works by a mat, so I don't know if that's considered something else.
By what?
There's a thermostat, there's like wires and a mat under the tile.
Oh, okay, like an electric mat they
Yeah.
put. That's separate. That wouldn't be connected to the boiler. But, okay, so this would be kitchen and foyer.
Right.
All right. But everything on this side of the house is perfect. This one, the den takes a little longer. Is there cast iron radiators here? Took a little longer for this zone to heat up over everything else.
It's the same radiators as
Okay.
everywhere.
Just took a while for the water to
They
flow.
have, well, they have the baseboard on the side. But
Yeah.
They also have two little units, like under a wall unit that we put in.
Oh, little kick heaters.
Yeah.
Okay, so that goes in, and then when it gets hot, it blows the air out. All right.
So you're turning them on by down here?
Yes. Not by upstairs. No, not yet.
Because I thought I heard the heat kicking on. I'm like,
Yeah, I could bypass everything from here, and then I'm going to make sure the thermostats turn the correct ones on. Once I know everything here is working correctly. Because all the thermostats are switches, so I'm just bypassing the switches at this moment.
Okay.
And it's been a while, but I think I replaced one of these zone valves once.
Yes, you definitely not recognize you before.
don't remember which one, but I think I've been here and I've done work. And I fixed, I think, something with the zone valves down here, or the pump, or who knows
Yeah,
what.
some of them are still old, and some of them are.
Time goes fast. It goes so fast that I'm surprised.
How long are you with Rhino?
10 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. But I think I had to resolder one of these once. I forgot which one. Usually I put my name in them, sometimes I don't. Now, does the floor get too hot in that kitchen for you, or no? No?
Too hot? No.
Yeah, because if you got too much heat going through the radiant, that's why usually there's a mixing valve, but they're using this to kind of throttle the water temperature from going through the floor. That's tile or hardwood floor?
Tile.
Okay.
It does get warm. But it's supposed to get warm, right?
Yes. Now, it's supposed to get warm. It's about 120 degrees is around the temperature of the piping in the floor. Sometimes it gets a little warmer. Hardwood, if you get 120, though, it actually separates the wood.
Oh, it's not good.
No, it gets too hot. So on hardwood, you got to get like 105, 110. As long as you, 110 is going to radiate heat. So 120. And what this does is it's actually mixing the return water with the supply water through here to kind of regulate the temperature. But so far, everything on this boiler is working really good.
Okay, good.
I made a few adjustments with that, but that's pretty much normal on all the startups. 'Cause it comes set for a one zone house. That actually helps you at a little fuel savings on the boiler.
Okay. All right, so you're good. You don't need.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna probably another 15, 20 minutes, somewhere in that range.
All
Hope.
right. So you're good.
This is set up wrong. This was all existing. Here down is new. And I did replace this one. It's my handwriting and misspelling. And we're off. 139. Off. AC, this will work. Heat, no. Now I gotta start recording some data. How do I get this stuff off my screen? Okay, master forms, start and test, new. model number. I got a GWB gas water boiler 8 dash 170E 170 E dash 3. I'm sure they get hot, yes. Okay. Now, really quickly, what I'm going to do is stop all of them with the one I want. So just test the high limit. With everything open, it's going to take forever. Okay, so now it's just the one zone. Water heaters to put back. If you make adjustments, always remember where you started, so they go back to where they gotta go. It's just the basement heat. This should heat fast. Here we are. We should be about ready to kick off. Off at 190. High limit works. Okay, now I need a return supply. Differential. And supply differential of where it stopped. Don't worry, more interesting videos will be coming, but I mean, it's 65 degrees outside. The good stuff doesn't happen when it's 65 out. It's a lot of maintenances and startups. Let's flood back real fast. Some air came out good. Still 190 in our boiler. There we go. We're starting to drop. I put some cold water through, so. Not enough. See that? Okay. This should start to cool. That's how you cool off the boiler. You send some cold water back. We're on. So at 190 I stopped. but I didn't record what the water temp was. There's okay. Water temperature out. That was 190. Okay, now we just gotta see what at 190 a return is. My return almost equalized there with it off long enough. But that will cool as that heats. The problem is I'm only doing one zone, so it might not be quite where it should. I don't want to bore you guys with this. So what I'm going to do is see where it stops. It has to get to 190, around 190 at least on this control. We cut out, and then I record. Usually you want about 20 degrees differential in out on a boiler, cast iron. Well, I got running around to all the thermostats, turning them on and off, making sure each thermostat is operating the correct zone valve. Should be. We didn't change any of it. So it's not like that could be done wrong. So I don't even really need to, but I'm just going to do it as part of my commissioning and starting of a boiler. If it's all new, you want to make sure and verify this is all existing wires, even existing controls back to boiler. So, till next time, I'm out.